All right, people. So, other than the obvious, I like to listen to like sports talk stuff, um, and stuff like that. I like to listen to a lot of different podcasts. But other than that, one thing I like to do is I like to listen to comedians and comedy, stand up, and stuff like that. So, I was at work and I'm like, okay. Couldn't find anything really to listen to that got my attention that I really wanted to listen to. So I threw on one of my favorite comedians, one and only Dave Chappelle. And I thought, little did I know, I thought that this would be the funniest thing I heard today. I thought, okay, whatever. Um, but little did I know, something much funnier was coming. I get the alert on my phone from Bleacher Report. I looked down at my phone. I normally don't check it immediately, but for whatever reason, this time I did. I looked at my phone screen and started busting out laughing. Okay. And as the title of this video tells you, Dak Prescott wants $40 million per year, making him the highest paid quarterback in the NFL. That is the funniest thing I've heard in a long time. Okay. Um, I've talked about this Cowboys situation. I've talked about Zeke should be the one getting paid, and stuff like that. I've been over it. So I'm not going to really go into that. But Dak Prescott declined a $30 million per year offer. Carson Wentz is getting paid 32, I believe, 32, 33. I think it's 32, which from Dak's standpoint, yes, you can make the case that he's better than Carson Wentz. I strongly disagree that he's better than Carson Wentz. I just think that Carson has had health issues, whereas Dak's been healthy. He's been a good leader. But anyway, so I can see that. I can see Dak saying, I want Carson Wentz money. So he declines the $30 million offer. So I can see, okay, maybe 33. Maybe 32. Tie him. Give him $1 more. I don't care. But so that I was a little bit more understanding. Okay, I don't think he's worth that. To me, if I was paying him, I'd say you're worth like 25 million, maybe 27 max. Um, and a lot of people are going to be mad at that, especially delusional Cowboys fans. But it's nothing out of the ordinary from them. Now, Dak declined that offer. We didn't know how much guaranteed that would be. We just kind of figured it would be around Carson Wentz money. Now, the highest paid quarterback in the league right now is Russell Wilson at $35 million per year. So Dak Prescott, through this whole situation, has sat back and kind of been that quiet, holding the Cowboys together, being that glue during this whole Zeke situation. Now, that's good from him because he's the starting quarterback. He should be that leader. He should do that. But $40 million would put him $5 million above Russell Wilson being the number one quarterback in the league. Now, we can sit here and break down numbers all day long. We can argue. We can fight. But the fact is that Dak Prescott is not worth even remotely close to $40 million. There's been people saying, pay him, celebrities. There's Des Bryant saying, pay him. Let me tell you something. Jerry Jones, if you pay Dak Prescott $40 million per year, you need to be you need to go to the hospital and get your head checked. That's just plain and simple. Dak Prescott is not even, I can name probably 12, maybe more quarterbacks that are better than Dak Prescott. that's not saying I don't like him, because I do like him. His first year with Zeke was outstanding. I thought, great, Cowboys got their new quarterback, running back. I thought they could have possibly made a deeper run if they would have beat the Packers. But, things were looking good, and then the next year, a little bit of a disappointment. Zeke's had his suspension issues. Dak has not been the same without Zeke, no matter how much you want to say he has been or has been better. Numbers don't lie. He has not been the same without Zeke. I'm sorry. Truth hurts. Just accept it. But from his standpoint, he's saying, okay, Carson Wentz got $32 million. I think that's what it was. So he's saying, okay, numbers-wise, it's arguable that I'm better than Carson Wentz. Okay, so I should be looking at that amount or more. So from a business standpoint, you're saying, okay, so I need to go higher to get lower to that level and come to an agreement. Now, that is okay. That is understandable. I totally get that. But you don't ask for $40 million when you're a tier 3 quarterback who's good when you have people around you. Dak Prescott is average, and there's no way around it. There just isn't. He's good to great when he's got a lot of talent around him, when he has that threat of Zeke out of the backfield, when he has Amari, when he has all these guys. They brought in Randall Cobb to replace Cole Beasley. That's good. Jason Witten, okay. He's good with people around him, but if you put Dak Prescott on an average team, he's going to suck. He will suck. He won't be average. He will suck. Mark my words. Carson Wentz has had his injury history. He would have won MVP of the league if he hadn't got injured that first time. Nick Foles took over. We know the story. So I'll give Dak Prescott that. As far as he's been healthier, he has been better. Not in my eyes. Not even close in my eyes. Carson Wentz is much better. But he has that argument. But to start off at $40 million, that is brain dead stupid. It is the dumbest thing I've heard in a long time. Okay? The only person who should even expect that number would be your Patrick Mahomes. As of right now, he's the only one who should be in that 40 range. So, Dak, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to grow up. You're going to have to realize that you're not worth no $40 million per year. It's different if he was lights out even without Zeke there. That's different. But to start off at $40 million, you're saying that your lowest that you would take would roughly be 57, 56 at the lowest, at the absolute lowest. There's no reason, and I mean no reason, why Dak Prescott should think that he is worth more than to the Dallas Cowboys than Russell Wilson is worth, than Ben Roethlisberger, than Carson Wentz, than all these other guys. It's ridiculous. It is plain ridiculous, because the only way that Dak is successful is with guys around him. That's just plain and simple facts. He is not worth no $40 million, no matter how you twist it. He's not worth what he's going to get. And he's going to get much more than he's worth. I expect him eventually, because there's no way he gets that much. There's no way. He's going to get probably maybe Russell Wilson, 35. And that is way, way too much. If Dak Prescott is the highest paid quarterback in the league, then Patrick Mahomes should want $50 million, because they aren't even close to each other. Dak is way down here, and Mahomes is way up here. They're not even close. And you get paid off of value. You're not getting paid off of, oh, is he the best quarterback in the league? That's not how you get paid. You get paid off of your value to your team. He's not even the most valuable player on his team. I do not care any argument you want to throw at me. Yes, the quarterback should be the number one priority on the majority of teams. But guess what? Dak Prescott is not better than Ezekiel Elliott, not better than Amari Cooper. As far as, well, okay, I'll say this. Value-wise to the team, it is Zeke, then Dak, then Amari. And the only reason why Dak's above Amari is because Amari can't throw the ball to himself. So, Cowboys are screwed because somebody's leaving. Amari seems content. Zeke is obviously not happy. Dak is brain dead. And there's guys on the defense who are going to want paid. You pay Dak Prescott $40 million, you're losing over half of your stars on your team. You can't get yourself in that stupid of a contract when if you pay Dak Prescott this kind of money and you lose Zeke, you lose Byron Jones, you lose a couple other guys because that money's getting sucked up by your average quarterback, you're going to be crippled, number one, because you're not going to be able to go get help other than the draft. And Dak Prescott is going to be average to below average. Without help, he's got arguably the best offensive line in football, arguably the best running back in football, number one or number two, and maybe a top 10, top 12 receiver in the league, and he still puts up numbers that are not fantastic. Yes, I've heard the argument, this is Baker Mayfield's numbers. You love him. Well, guess what? If Baker Mayfield puts up Dak Prescott numbers for this year with Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt, Odell Beckham Jr., Jarvis Landry, I'm going to be saying the same thing about him. Bottom line is, when you have this much talent on your team, you have to perform better than he is. Without Ezekiel Elliott, not as good. Without Amari Cooper, not as good. He's not worth this money. I'm sorry. It's a joke. It is literally a joke. Yes, I know he made the Pro Bowl, yada, yada. I got it. But guess what? Your contract goes by your value to the team. Okay, so you say, okay, well, Cowboys don't see me as valuable. He goes to another team. Guess what? He's still not getting paid no $40 million a year. No matter how you try to twist it, it is not happening. So Cowboy fans, good luck. You're screwed now. You're in a situation where money is lacking, and it's not going into the billionaire's pocket. It's going for other players. So he's hurting himself. Now, I'm not saying he shouldn't get paid, because he should get paid. He was a fourth-round draft pick. But guess what? You're killing your team. Enjoy not making the playoffs. Enjoy not getting your contract, because that's just how it's going to go. I don't know. Jerry Jones and the Jones family, they're having a headache right now, because you're dealing with a quarterback who he likes, who is good enough, and you're dealing with a star running back, and you're dealing with a star receiver, you're dealing with solid defensive talent, and you only got so much money to spread around. Good luck. Bottom line, Dak Prescott, you're not even worth remotely that. Sorry. And you know what? Prove me wrong. I'm not going to sit here and say that he can't be that. If he gets talent around him like they have, if Zeke comes back, Amari's there, Jason Witten is there, Randall Cobb, he should put up better numbers than he has. He should show his value. And I have not seen, and I did, yeah, you haven't watched Cowboys football. Yes, I have. You guys are a brand name with an average quarterback. Just because he's the quarterback of the Cowboys doesn't mean he's the best quarterback in the league. His worth is not as valuable to the Cowboys as the other guys on that list. It's a joke. It's ridiculous. So Jason Garrett's the one who's really screwed here, because he's on the hot seat and he's not going to have the talent that they had. So if Dak ends up getting what he wants, which there's no way, your talent's not going to be there. This is a Super Bowl team right now. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications and whatnot. Ugh. It's really a joke. It is. So we'll see you in the next video.